Hey YouTube, well I'm doing a video on politics, so if you don't like politics, click off now. I'm going to talk about the 2020 race because that will be the interesting thing that will happen this year. Back in the day when Bernie was running against Hillary, I was a big Bernie supporter. I want Bernie to win, but obviously the Democrats did not want Bernie to win. They wanted Clintard to win. Yes, I deliberately called her Clintard because she is a retard, and I called them the Democrats because they are dumb. But Bernie, you know, he's a good substance politician and he does what he says he's going to do and he sticks to his word. He doesn't change his values for anyone, and that's pretty much what you want in a politician. You want transparency. You want a person that will do what they say. I think Bernie has the best chance of giving Trump a run for his money. I still think it would be in Trump's favour because Trump's already run for 4 years and people sort of know what they're going to get with Trump. And Trump does have a big base. He does have a big voter base. He's also not an establishment politician. Well, neither one of them actually are establishment politicians. So I guess you could turn around and say that. Who do I think has better values? Oh, easily Bernie. I think Bernie has much better political values than Trump. But that's just because Trump is more for making money for the sake of making money. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. And there is a time and a place for that. But I mean, with all the problems America has, they got to get their shit in order and they got to get their house in order. And that's where I think Bernie will really, they need Bernie for that. It's all well and good to make money, but if you don't have clean drinking water in, say, Flint, Michigan, even after 4 years of them saying they're going to give you clean drinking water, I don't think that people forget this stuff. I mean, if you're bringing a campaign that says we're going to do this and you don't do that, then people will remember, okay? Or building a giant wall, which turned into a giant metal fence, which didn't end up really happening anyway. 4 years you would have a wall. You don't have a wall. You don't have a wall. In fact, the only people building the wall are private citizens. That's called We Build the Wall. If you want to know how the wall being built is, how that's going, just look up We Build the Wall and you'll find out. That will tell you everything you need to know. Nothing against you building a giant metal wall, fence, whatever. Nothing against that if that's your thing. If it gives you peace of mind. I think it'll provide jobs in that. That's why I'm not against it. But I mean, I'm a job type of person. As long as everyone's got a job, and a safe place to raise their family, most people are generally pretty happy. So if that's basically how I look at things like that. So I think, you Americans keep confusing Bernie for a Marxist, or you deliberately misinterpret him or say things that basically make him out to be a communist. But Bernie's not a communist. He said that himself, and yet you still don't listen. You deliberately mislead and just have selective hearing. Bernie is not a Marxist, you fucking retards. All right? He's not a Marxist. All right? Bernie is a capitalist. Oh, shock horror! A capitalist! That can't be right! Why would an American politician be a capitalist? How could that ever be possible? Really? Really? What are his policies that say Marxism all over it? Show me his policies. Put a link in a website that leads to showing me where his policies say he's a communist. All right? Because there isn't any. It doesn't exist. You're talking poop out your mouth. All right? He is not a communist. Okay, this is how a capitalist society works. Not in the unbalanced version that we have now, where the 1% gets stupid rich and the rest of us are fighting for crumbs. That's not how really how real capitalism works. That's how a third world country works, all right? Yeah, I know. You can't believe it, but it's true. That is how a third world country works. They don't want a middle class. A middle class is bad because that means that you can have stepping stones to get out of being poor and not a slave to the dollar. Wouldn't that be amazing? But you don't want that. You think that being Trump that basically he's the only one that supports that kind of mentality. Okay? If you wipe out the middle class, there will be no stepping stone to getting beyond being a lower class person. That's not how that works. In fact, there has to be a balance in society. There has to be balance, which means rich people have to pay tax, middle class have to pay tax, lower pays tax, and usually it tapers down. But what you find is the lower class pay the most tax, middle class pay a little like that. I say that because, okay, statistically it will say that the lower class don't pay more tax. But the percentage to their wages, what they actually earn, they end up paying more out of. So they'll get to keep maybe 10 or 15% out of their wages. Where, the middle class will keep about 25, 30% savings, and the rich will keep about 70 to 75%. In fact, I don't even know, when you get past a certain point, you don't even pay tax at all in any Western country. It's completely unbalanced. And, I mean, if it's up to me, there would be French Revolution. And I've said that. That's what I wanted. Like, yes, roll out the guillotine. People will be like, oh, that's a bit harsh. But it's like, there's no balance in society. Its system's completely corrupt and broken. And basically, we're all going backwards. And no one wants to do anything about it. But if the cowardly French can do it back in the day, why the hell can't we? What's stopping us? The government has the military. Why would the military support a corrupt government? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's another topic for another day, I guess, but probably never happen anyway because nobody ever wants to do anything. Anyway, yeah, and with revolutions, everyone has to be into revolution, otherwise there's no point, right? Because otherwise you're just a crazy person. but anyway, as far as Bernie being a Marxist, no, all right? He just wants to bring the balance back, and wanting free healthcare for everyone is not a bad thing, okay? Especially in a society where jobs aren't always there, because that could be your mate down the road, or that could be someone's grandma or something like that, or someone's kid. But not everyone has $40,000 for a heart surgery. I mean, that basically bankrupts people. That puts people in a situation where they'll go, well, I'd rather die than pay that kind of money because I don't have that money. Is that right? Does that make sense to you? Is that the kind of society you want to live in? Because if you don't, free healthcare or universal healthcare, single payer healthcare is basically, that's it. That's it. That's how you fix that problem. All right? Don't you want a good education system that promotes a chance for your younger generation to actually be smarter than you are? Do you honestly want to be the pinnacle of where education goes to when it comes to society? That from there we just become idiocracy. Is that what you want? Because I would hope not. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. Enough of my ranting as well. The world is what it is. Nothing really ever changes. But my way of thinking is feel the burn. See what Bernie's about. Because he is a real politician who wants to make a difference. Peace.